What's up, bro? So I don't honestly know if this thing is actually recording, but yeah, I just got a new mic. I hope it works well when we are like going out and that kind of stuff. Since, anyways, you like so much the videos that are out there in this kind of setup, so yeah, I should have came with the standing thing, to be able to not have to walk around with the cell phone in my hand. But yeah, there's like a blackout right now in the neighborhood. Um, I wanted to come out here to, you know, record a good, nice little video. Anyways, I had the time and I really needed, anyways, to record at least a couple of videos already, or at least today's video. But I hope the mic works. I also really wanted to try out the new mic, so I had to get like some sunlight in the morning, anyways. And yeah, I wanted to also talk about a very interesting thing. I just got deeper. I already knew that mewing was important, especially for me. I got like this. Basically, my face is deformed for breathing through my mouth. When I was a kid, I had like asthma and all that kind of shit, and it did affect the symmetry of my face. But instead of whining about it like a black pillar or something, or thinking that it's just genetics or whatever, it is not, bro. Trust me. Genetics are nothing but habits, habits repeated throughout time, throughout across multiple generations. So you just gotta realize that and do the best you can with what you got. And usually it's not like escaping your genetics or something, it's more like getting your full potential to fruition through your habits. So I went into real depth into it. Shout out to Oscar Patel. I saw his channel is fucking amazing. Also, of course, uh, the classic by Dr. Mike Mew. It's very helpful as well. But I am finding really, really, really helpful Oscar Patel's. I also relate a lot more because he's kind of a younger guy and he's more straight, more direct with everything. He kind of gets it and he makes this whole thing way cooler than most people would be able to make it, I guess. It's a lot also about branding and marketing sometimes. It's like a really important thing. But I'm telling you, I'm learning so many things, the importance of grounding. I'm going to start doing it. Right here in this park is going to be kind of perhaps a little bit embarrassing or something, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go for it. I'm talking to a camera anyways in front of most people out there. So, yeah, I'm going to go for it. So, I got into mewing like for seriously this time because like 2 years ago or something I started. I wanted to start and I learned a little, but I thought it was like very difficult. I wouldn't know if I was doing the right thing. So I just stopped. So I just didn't got around to it. But this time I'm being very serious about it, very deliberate. So I'm going to be doing also thumb polling I'm going to teach you how to do it, but you can also go to the experts channel, which is Oscar Patel. Like I said, you can just search it. I'm not sure if I'm going to really make a proper a proper quotation or whatever to him, like mentioning him. I don't know. I might. So I'm really excited about all this. I'm also looking forward even to get into his paid community in school. I do believe I'll get a lot more value from it. He does provides like a lot of value in his YouTube channel. So I can only imagine how much he could help. Just not only being accountable to all the people that are inside of it that are going to help you out, see, but also getting into being able to ask him questions directly, get like direct coaching from him and all that kind of stuff. Because he's really an expert. You just gotta go and watch his channel. He's really good at it. He does knows a lot of stuff with regards to nutrition, mewing, thumb pulling, all these techniques that will grow your skull properly and grow your face forward instead of downwards, upwards and forwards, which is like the main idea here. Because it's not just about looks, although that's very fucking nice, of course, but it's also and mainly about health, because it will allow you to breathe better, it will allow you to have the proper nutrition, it will allow you to develop better your jawline, your it will allow you to also stop being like sluggish and really lazy. It will fill you with energy, you will feel way better. And I know precisely what it feels like, because there was a point in my life when I felt like a god, like he exactly how he describes it. And it is true, you can feel so much better if you're properly healthy. I remember back on those times I was eating like a lot of fish, a lot of meat, a lot of fat as well. I was doing sprinting. That was about 2 months that I got to such a point where I was like really trim and really, I wasn't jacked, but I had developed so much muscle mass out of, I wasn't even properly doing strength training. I just was sprinting like 3 times a week, something like that. And I was practicing martial arts as well. And I was studying, I was learning a new language, I was doing all this stuff. And I had never felt so confident in my whole life. I had never felt this good in my whole life. It was truly an amazing experience. I cannot state that enough. I have been looking for something like that the rest of my life, basically. I have gone through years long depressions, and with self improvement, I got out of that soul sucking depression. But now adding this whole new layer on top of my good habits, on top of my meditation, reading, and working out, now adding this sprinting, the proper nutrition, optimizing for that, optimizing for sleep, which I really need to be doing. Today is actually my first ever day in my whole life of fasting. So I'm going to be spending like from 24 to 36 hours fasting. And right after my fast, I'm going to break it tomorrow with fruit. So if you break your fast with fruit, just picture this. You are actually spiking your IG1, which is like a really good hormone you need to be spiking in your body naturally. Um, Bodybuilders will inject it like externally, like synthesized, because of how good it is to develop muscle tissue. Not just muscle. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure if it's muscle tissue. I do believe that is actual bone tissue to grow properly your bones and all that kind of stuff. and to make them more malleable. So you, when you're growing up, especially in puberty, you have a lot of IgG1, and you have a lot of testosterone, especially if you are hitting puberty right, if you are doing having like a good nutrition and stuff. There's also so many things. I don't want to get into so much depth about it because yeah, I think this video would take a really long time, and I'm not even sure that you are actually properly listening to it because I got like the mic turned on, but it is a new mic. I have never tasted. This is the first time I'm tasting this, and I'm yeah, testing this. So I'm not quite sure if I should be wasting so much content if it's really not going to be, if you are really not going to be able to listen to it properly. So, but yeah, I'm doing a fasting for the first time in my life, and I'm going to break it like exactly how Oscar recommends. So shout out to Oscar, man, because he's doing like a really amazing job. And just out of his free content, I'm getting so much value. I do want to get into his community as soon as possible because I do believe I'm going to make progress way much faster. Um, and yeah, this is not like a selling. This is not. I'm not promoting it in the sense that I'm basically promoting it for free. I'm not a sponsor or anything. Check the link in the description. I got this what is it called, affiliates program. No, for real, I do believe it should be like really good. Buy my program. Buy my course. Yeah, yeah, my course is in self-improvement, not exactly on this thing, but this will but being disciplined and being able to implement self-improvement, grow your body, become stronger, uh, and all this stuff, and also reading, getting into the habit of reading and working on your business will allow you to be as disciplined as to implement other good habits into your life and optimize for the rest of the stuff. So yeah, also you'll have the money to actually pay for the community or whatever do you want to join. Bro, I'm literally, I didn't had $1 to my name when I started all this, when I started into self-improvement. Years went by when I tried like 8 different business ventures and they all fail, on this ninth now is the first one with which I'm actually making money. And I just made like a couple of weeks ago or 1 week ago or something, I just made my first ever money, not only on the internet but in general. I have never had a 9 to 5 job, and I can say that with pride, to be honest, because I have learned to be my own daddy. I have learned to discipline myself. I didn't need anybody to tell me what I had to do. I realized by myself what I needed to do to change my life, what I needed to do good quality work, what I needed to do every single day, and I disciplined myself into it. And I have been making so much wonderful work. I have completed in less in kind of a week or something, a complete course, a full course on self-improvement, 7 modules, 8 modules actually, including the introductory one, over 6 hours of content recorded explaining the whole thing, more than 24 pages of um, or in Notion templates, just going through the whole course like this guided thing with a lot of resources inside of it to show you examples of how to build your timetable, how to do your affirmations correctly. uh, Bro, there's so much value in it, and I have learned all that from months of coaching. I knew all this stuff, but I also needed the experience of running my MVP, like Iman Gatsi says. I needed the experience of actually going into the field and helping people improve their lives and see the actual results out of it to be able to construct this course that is going to come out at any time next week probably. So yeah, it's been like a wonderful journey, man, and this is just getting started. That's the best. That's the best thing. That's the best thing, man. I've never felt better. I already stopped all my addictions. I was able to cut out smoking forever. And I know I said you shouldn't go from smoking like regular stuff, right? Like regular cigarettes to vaping because it seemed to me like it was more addictive or something. I don't know. It might have been my experience, but I found it very way more easy to actually quit it in the end. But I might have been because I also realized of this dynamic that I'm going to explain to you. It's not just to quit out of your rational part. You know, you got like two Pythagoras in his cult, sort of mystic cult. He used to taught rational sciences, right? And also irrational. He used to he used to divide his teachings in rational and irrational, right? Rational were like math and other kind of stuff that were basically all from the, and excuse me if I get this wrong, I don't remember exactly which one, but I believe it was from the right side of the brain. I got to go through this book that is called the messenger and the emissary or something like that, the sender and the emissary, that it talks exactly about that. But your left side then will be the irrational, the one that sees the holistic whole picture, but is not able to express directly and precisely. That can see the whole picture, but can see like the smallest thing, like the problem solving, very specific thing. So one is really good with numbers, and the other one is really good with words and express itself through the flow of conversation and that kind of stuff. The other one is good. I don't remember all the details right now. I got to study in more depth about it. But the thing is, I realized that trying to quit just out of the rational side didn't work. Truly didn't work. I knew that it was bad. I knew I should quit quit it, right? But it didn't work quite well. I had to do something else. I realized it would be very problematic for me to try to introduce these good habits doing doing mewing, of doing thumb pulling, and all that kind of stuff while I was still smoking and kind of mouth breathing, because when you smoke, you are using your mouth for it. um I don't know, it just seemed like really counterproductive in every single possible way. So I said to myself, I got to quit this shit right the fuck now. For real. And I realized, oh, look at the sky, it looks really pretty. So I realized I really, really had to quit. And some sort of anger overcame me. And I got like really fucking mad at the thing and at the bad habit and all the stuff. And I realized I had to cut it out, like right the fuck now entirely. I had to go, so I just jumped out of my seat. I grabbed the vaping shit. I went straight to the trash can and I threw it in it. And I said to myself, "This is over. This is over forever. This is the kind of person I am. This is the kind of man I am. I am a healthy man. I am a man that that develops the looks that are in accordance to his health. So if you want to be healthy, health and looks are the same thing. True natural looks, the ones that you achieve through working out, through doing the proper habits, through chewing hard food, through good nutrition, through getting into the sunlight, through doing, if you have to do corrective exercises like thumb pulling and mewing in general. But mewing in general is like the natural way that you should be using your mouth, basically. That sounds kind of sus, by the way. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. I really don't know how I'm going to actually name this video because I'll go all over the place and I talk a lot about a lot of different stuff. But yeah, I hope the mic did work and you got like a really good sound quality. It was, I hope it was a good investment. But I just, by the look of it, it looks really pretty, and I do believe it's going to be like a good really investment. So I'll see you in the next one, bro. Take care.